Hi guys, welcome back to Tira Gitana. My name is Abby and today we're going to be going over the sun. I wanted to do this video first. I'm going to do the series of the planets and then we're going to get into the signs and everything. But this is going back to foundational work, so we know what we're going to be talking about after I do all of the foundational stuff. So we're going to be talking about the sun. I have my notes on the side. We're going to be talking about the sun. And the sun is really what people think they know the most about astrology. When they first, anybody asks anybody, what's your sign? They're like, oh, well, I'm a Libra or I'm a this, but they're like, but I don't really, know, like, I don't think I resonate too much with my sun sign or whatever the case may be. And that's because you should have your natal chart done, by the way. So that it's the one that people like read the most on, like anytime throughout time. It's always been like, okay, well, what is your sign? And then there'll be moments where they'll know a good amount of what their sun sign is, but they won't know the rest of the chart, so they don't really understand how the characteristics of their sun sign resonates with other parts of themselves, because it doesn't seem like it's the right fit. Again, get your natal chart done. So with the sun, the important thing to know with the sun, not like just in any placement, but what it does. The sun is life, vitality, self-expression, is how we create our confidence, is like a childlike energy. It deals with the ego. The ego is very heavily focused. Is how we want to be seen. And it also rules our day-to-day routines as far as like when the sun is out, there's stuff to do. We got to work, we got to do whatever the case may be. And when the sun is gone and the moon is out, it's time to rest, reflect, So the sun essentially, because in astrology, it deals with vitality, self-expression, is really the core of who you are. So for example, if you're a Pisces, the core of who you are is very creative, is very dreamy, is very like artsy, is very like expressive, but with like can be with colors. But this also depends on your placements. The way it manifests can depend on your placements as well. But naturally, you'll come from more creative, whether it's music, whether it's photography, whether it's like video. You're making films. You'll be more expressive on that end. If your sun is like a Gemini, then you're a talker. You're definitely one to communicate what's in your mind. You're a learner as well. And it's really like the core of who you are. Your self-expression comes from that area of communication. So when the sun is reflected and pushing out the energy within the signs, it really takes that core energy of the sign and amplifies it. Now, the only thing to know with sun energy as it pertains to the rest of your chart, which is why we did the cardinal videos before, and the fixed and the mutable videos. If you have a dominant placement on one of your other placements, for example, if you have a very dominant moon cardinal energy, or dominant sun energy, or I'm sorry, dominant ascendant, which is your rising sign, your sun sign might actually play a little bit of a less role than those other placements, because those are the other placements that you'll be, again, going back to cardinal energy, that you will be moving from, because it's about action. So even though the sun is the energy of self-expression, vitality, the way it gets expressed might be filtered through whatever other part of your chart is most dominant. This happens quite often. If you're a cardinal sign, like a cardinal sun sign, this kind of just the energies will just blend together as far as where it will go. But if you're not a cardinal sun sign, your other areas of your chart might be more dominant in places. Your other planets might be a little bit more dominant. Again, this depends on everybody's chart. Everybody's chart is different, so it really depends. But for the most part, it's important to note that where your chart has cardinal energies and focus on is where you'll see more movement, and where you can see how the sun in reflection of your sign will manifest on a physical level, on a personal level, on through your personality, through what you love, to what you do, to what you are passionate about. You can see the way it's all like joined together from that link, sun, cardinal, and then wherever it is that leads to, whether it's like a certain house or whatnot. So yeah, so it definitely has to do with ego focus, because ultimately who you are is really founded on this structure, whether it is that you've gotten to a point where you're working with on yourself or not. That's not something that matters. You still will have some sort of ego about certain things, even if you're like stuck on past views or very traditional or whatnot. You'll still have the ego focus, will still be there. It doesn't have to be healthy or positive. It could be either. We are going to get into shadow astrology. That is coming, but I'm doing all these videos as foundation first, so bear with me. So yeah, that's pretty much the sun energy. Also, lastly, for those who are in, you know, witchy inclined, this sun's day is Sunday, obviously, and it's a really great day to do a lot of different types of spells when it comes to self-work. Is a really great day to do those spell work and like different things that are going to benefit yourself, things that are like ego healing, or working on your creativity, things that you're like trying to maybe you want to start a business or something. Like Sundays are a really good day to have that energy and to work on those things. Yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. All my links and stuff are going to be down below. And yeah, thank you for watching and stay blessed. Bye.